Hello, it's July 21st, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. It's Friday. Oh my god, I just remembered that it's Friday. Come on now. There you go. There we go. My office is a mess. I came back from my trip from North Carolina and I just like dropped everything in here and I was like, oh, I'll deal with it later, and now it's a dump. Like, the part you can see is okay. Everything, like, garbage. Garbage everywhere. This is disgusting. There's really not too much going on today, probably because everybody's playing Splatoon 2, because that came out and the eShop had trouble dealing with all the people that were trying to download it last night. So far it seems online play is okay though, so that's good. So yeah, there's not too much going on, but our big story today focuses on the launch of Splatoon 2, but we're looking at what's going on over in Japan. So if you've been following Go Nintendo, you know that over in Japan, the Switch is really hard to find, and it's not unusual for people to line up to try and purchase the Switch pretty much every day, or at least every week. And they don't even know that they're going to get... Well, obviously, when you go out to buy a Switch, you don't know if you're going to be able to get one because they're hard to find. But a lot of these lines are Switch lotteries, where people line up just for the opportunity to maybe get a Switch. So you're getting a lottery ticket, and then you just wait, and they're like, okay, these tickets can come in and buy a Switch. It's nuts! And that stuff is going on today, and it's even bigger than usual because Splatoon 2 came out, and that means stores got more stock of the Switch, and that in Japan they got the Splatoon 2 Switch bundle. So, lines were insane. We're talking about hundreds of people online, and yes, even thousands of people online. Some stores had thousands of people, and again, some of these are, you know, first come, first serve in line, and others are the lottery situations. So, I mean, it's pure insanity. I know Nintendo is... We've heard multiple reports about how Nintendo's struggling to make enough units, and how this is something going on that's in the tech industry. It's not just Nintendo. It's the components that go into the Switch are used in a lot of other things, and everybody's battling to get their fill of those right now. So, Nintendo's having trouble, but they're getting units out there. Obviously, they're trying to boost the amount of units for Splatoon 2, so you can be sure that they were holding some back to try and meet some of the demand for this game, because it's going to be probably the biggest Switch game we've seen launch since Zelda. I was going to say Ocarina of Time, since Breath of the Wild. But yeah, it's terrible out there. So there's pictures like this all over Twitter from people in Japan. You have to check out the link below to see more. But it's nuts, man. These poor people. And apparently it was a really hot day in Japan too, so just think about that. Sitting on the street, you want to get a Switch, you want to play Splatoon 2, you're in a line with thousands of people, you don't even know if you're going to have a chance to buy the system because you're in a lottery. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. What a terrible day. Hopefully a lot of people went home happy though. DarkCarm8766 on Go Nintendo says, quick! Someone tell them that voice chat is bad. That ought to thin the line. You know, my understanding is voice chat and online stuff in general isn't all that big in Japan. Like when it comes to traditional video game platforms. You know, when people are playing Monster Hunter and stuff like that, they're focused on the local multiplayer. That's why portables are bigger in Japan, and consoles aren't too hot right now, but the Switch is both. So, you know, don't get me wrong, there's probably people over there that are upset about the how the app's been handled. But, yeah, it's definitely more of a bigger issue here, but... it can't bother them all that much because they know that information, and they know Splatoon 2 can be played online. We played the first one online without any official voice chat. We have voice chat for this one, even though it's not handled in the best way, but they're out there lining up, so they want it. Alright, my friends, that's today's big story for July 21st, 2017. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting. It's very much appreciated. I won't be back tomorrow for today's big story because we don't do them on the weekend, but I will be back for the latest episode of the Go Nintendo podcast in our regular place, and I'll have people with me, so that's good. That goes live at 3:15 p.m. East Coast time. I'd love to have you join us. If not, you can watch the archived version later or download the audio version later on tomorrow night, usually. So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You know what I suggest you do? Go play Splatoon 2. Have some fun. Get on there and play with friends. Or just relax. Just take it easy. You've earned a good weekend. So, if you're not going to check out the podcast, I will see you on Monday for whatever Monday's big story is. And until then, have a lovely day. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot!